Ron Israel, thanks for coming back to and joining us on the All Night Channel. And we wanted to talk to you because as we tape this in the middle of May, the state is finally beginning to say we're going to be opening up. The world is frankly opening up after we've all been locked up more or less for the last year. I've talked to so many people, including myself, who have put on extra pounds, and we'd like to get back out there. We'd like to get active again. And with your background, say for the audience, a former NFL player, you also played, I believe, for the University of Notre Dame football, and now you are have a business as an executive fitness coach. So you're kind of the perfect person to be talking with us about what can we all do so that either we can get that beach body going again or just not be pulling a muscle as we try to do some exercise. Are you running into that, first of all, a whole lot in your practice? And why don't you give us some of the coaching that you give to others?
Key is right now, as it is always, is focusing on consistency. Consistency is king when it comes to movement, when it comes to eating better. Most people, let's face it, most people know what they should be eating, or they pretty much know the activities that they should be carrying out more frequently, but knowing and doing is just two different things.
You have a heading that says, I help executives cut 15 pounds and improve their physique and mobility without spending hours in a gym. So we have the issue of diet and exercise. Yeah. Is one more important than the other? And on the issue of diet, if you want people to lose weight and get back in shape, does that mean they have to be eating carrots and celery sticks?
You do want to have a diet rich in high nutrient dense foods. Carrots and celery would be in that, along that pack. But not just solely that, it's got to be a combination of things. And you say, is one more important than the other? And the answer is not really. They both work together cohesively. If you're trying to lose weight, then yes, I would say nutrition would be the number one thing. If you're trying to get stronger, improve your mobility, then the movement that you carry out from day to day and getting your heart rate up, getting the blood flowing, improving your cardiovascular condition overall. All of it is important.
Let's say they're living at home and they want to, they're not necessarily looking to get ripped. They're not looking to enter a bodybuilding contest, but they want to lose, let's say, as you say on your Facebook page, they want to lose maybe 15 pounds. They want to get some strength back in their arms and legs. What are some exercises that we can do to start to get that strength back?
Some basic body weight movements that's going to include, but not limited to, some type of squat, right? Some type of squat pattern, some type of pushing or pulling, whether from a horizontal angle or from a vertical angle. Just to give you an example, chin-ups. Chin-ups is a vertical pull pattern, right? And so the bottom line is, when people need help in this area, you got to meet them wherever they are. And so for the average person, they need to get moving via some regular body weight exercises or even walking. Some people aren't even walking enough. And so for that category, I would start there. And for the people that have already been doing some form of exercise, but they're struggling with their nutrition, and obviously a lot of people is going to be both. Right? A lot of people are going to be struggling in both of those arenas.
If someone comes to you or is listening, we're listening to the interview, and they say, okay, I hear this, but you're kind of talking in generalities. I want to know specifically. Right. First of all, if I want to get in shape by the 1st of July, which is 6 weeks away, is that enough time for me to get in shape? And I don't mean winning a contest. Can I lose 10 pounds in that period of time? Can I lose 15 pounds in that period of time? Should I be doing sit-ups? Should I be doing push-ups? Should I be using 8-pound hand weights at home? Do I have to join a gym? Let's give them some meat on the bone here, some specific information.
Most people, the healthy way to go is to lose a pound a week. Let's just take that for example. For the average person, a pound or two a week is a healthy rate to lose weight. But not just that. The other key factor in this is, Terry, is sustainable. It's got to be sustainable, sustainability. And so many people get on weight loss or diet fads, and try all sorts of things. And the reality is just about everything works, right? It's a number of ways. It's a number of different strategies I could share or tell you to just get the weight off in a certain period of time. But honestly speaking, my program don't just focus on getting the weight off. Is the focus here is a lifestyle transformation, in a sense, to position you, get you in a position to not only get the weight off, but to keep it off, and to be able to keep up a lifestyle regimen that is sustainable and that's reasonable for you to keep up based on what your lifestyle is, what your social behaviors are, what your family life, what the family life is like, and so forth. And so, to be more specific, yes, I would say 3 to 4 days a week of consistent. If you have weights available, then great. That's a plus, but not a necessity. If you happen to be a weight loss individual, if you're someone that haven't been, lifting weights very frequently over the last several months, weeks, year, even, right? I would say that the way to start is, again, start moving, walking daily. Make it a habit to walk daily at least 20, 30 minutes. Or, it doesn't even have to start there, because we're more after setting certain habits and behaviors out the gate than we are with the pounds themselves, or the result itself within a few days, if that makes sense. Like, that's going to come, but it's more about the habit. It's about the habit that's going to be accompanying the result, because the habit is going to keep you sustained for the long haul, right? You can get the result, and there's a number of ways you can get the result, and I can give you a plethora of exercises. But at the end of the day, is what habit or what behavior is being put into place.
As long as it takes someone to establish the habit of working out, typically, do you say you have to be doing it at least 4 weeks, 8 weeks? What kind of a period of time, or does someone have to commit to?
So yeah, my standard program is 12 weeks. That's 12 weeks of practicing behaviors that you want to keep over the long haul, right? And so from a nutritional standpoint, there's a plan and there's a structure in place to get you eating more of the foods that you need to eat, but not only that you need to eat, but stuff that you like, right? It doesn't make any sense to get a bunch of food in your house that you just dislike, right? But we do take a stronger look at the categories that you need most of, and we call it macronutrients. Some people are familiar with that term, other people aren't, and that's okay. It's basically protein, carbohydrates, and fats.
I joined a gym recently. A lot of people are in gyms now. Do you have to go every day? Should you go at a minimum of 3 days a week? So what's the frequency? And when you're there, you get some people want to spend 2 hours there, and other people want to spend 30 minutes. What should be a minimum period of time and a minimum frequency of exercise per week?
Say your fitness level is a bit higher than most, and you're used to and you're accustomed to working out, right? And you have the time to do it, right? For that person, maybe they do a few intense exercise or intense workouts 3 times a week. And then on the other days, maybe go for a run or whatever activity that they like. Now, for person B, let's say person B, doesn't work out much, and they're not coming off of an extensive history of working out. For them, I would advise go as frequently as you can and do a minimum. That's where that habit comes into play.
When we start off and we haven't been working out, you probably want to start off with, I would guess, lighter weights, maybe 10-pound weights. Can you build up your strength with maybe more reps with 10-pound weights, 15, 20-pound weights? Or, should someone try to be lifting the heaviest weight they can? Maybe they go out and start working out with a 25, 30 or pound weight or hand weight, I'm kind of thinking here, not barbell. But what do you recommend? How do people break into, say, building up their arm strength
Yeah.
and that?
Absolutely, and that's one. It's not a one cookie cutter answer. It's obviously it's going to depend on where a person is starting from, but the first and foremost thing is safety. A
Right.
person has to recognize where they're starting from to maximize the highest level of safety and not put themselves in danger of injuring themselves. As I mentioned earlier, you don't want to hurt yourself. But secondly, to answer your question, for anybody just starting out, you want to go a little lighter weight with higher repetitions. Okay, lighter weight, higher repetitions, and make sure that depending on what the exercise is, you want to secure that you're doing the exercise properly and that you're doing it safely before you use more weight. Think movement, think nutrition, and think rest. Another word for that is regeneration, getting a proper sleep. All of those items play a factor, and they work cohesively together to get you the result that you want to, that you want to get. Some people, it may mean starting to walk every single day.
Ron, we have your Facebook page address up there, so if people want to write that down, they can go to your Facebook page for more information. We're going to have to close out, but thanks again for joining you, and let's touch base again as we get in there, and hopefully I'll come back, beefier, leaner, looking more like one of your clients.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan, Terry. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me again.
Thanks so much. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. And while you're at it, please leave us a comment. Thank you for watching.